tough, right?
What's that?
It's tough, right?
What's that?
Just podcasting, working, living, being Alex Two-Tone.
I don't think it's any tougher for me than it is for anybody else. It just depends on your perspective.
Well, you seem very, blown away today.
I seem what?
Blown away. You seem pretty blown.
Blown away. What do you mean by that?
Well, you're very focused at work. You just seem slightly subdued.
You just put on a Guy Fawkes mask and sat here for 15 minutes with no cameras on.
Yeah, I'm committed to the podcast. Look, I mean, I was saying you seem a little tired, so I figured I'd pick up the mantle. It's a biannual Jason Halloween special.
No. It's definitely not the biannual Jason Halloween special, number one. Number two, you had no idea whether or not I was tired, and you chose to pick up the mantle long before you knew I was tired. You didn't just happen to have this mask in the car. I hope that... Is this... What do you got here? What is this? We have ad reads? The only reason I'm here today is this. The only reason. This is your run-of show?
I've got plenty of run of show.
The only reason I'm here today is to read these ads, because without these ads, we wouldn't be able to make literally $274 a month.
Well, let's get to it. Have you...
I'm just going to read the ads off top and get that done with. Maybe I can chew up 45 minutes on ads.
Sounds good. We all just need to do is 60 minutes.
The advertisers would be thrilled. The thing about your mask, number one, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to poke some holes in your premise. Terrible for sound. It's a muffled thing.
Yeah, I'm listening to it right now. It doesn't sound great. There's a lot of little reverb.
Also, once the mask has been revealed, now where do you go? Where do you go from here?
Our main anonymous.
It's very fitting, this mask for you. And I will tell you, equally annoying was that movie, which I actually watched while I was working yesterday. I've never watched V for Vendetta in my entire life.
You watched it yesterday?
I put it on yesterday.
My goodness.
And
see, I didn't know that.
Did you tell him?
No, literally.
I was watching V for Vendetta and just watching this and going, this is so stupid. This guy's reciting limericks and stabbing people. He also kills everybody.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it. And then of course, Jason, that's his favorite movie. V for Vendetta is canon for Jason.
I've never seen V for Vendetta. I hate to tell you. I hate to burst your bubble and not really yes and that one, but I have not seen V for Vendetta, and I do think it's cringe. But I think that the online anonymous movement is like a long-standing, incredible...
Online anonymous? You mean just
group
anonymous?
Of freedom fighters. Well, anonymous, yeah. They're like a group of hackers. They hack Russia.
They hack Russia.
They're like the third party. They're the third way for humanity, essentially. Bitcoin... It's like an entire complex. And that's what I kind of represent today, is the dark web.
So representing the dark web means you just grow long hair and mumble.
Yeah, I think actually that's 100% accurate. That's like the kind of the dark web, the whole vibe of the dark web, isn't it?
I don't know. I've never been on the dark web.
I don't think there's actually
I tried to buy drugs on Silk Road once. It didn't really work. Because I didn't have Bitcoin.
It worked great for my friend, who then kept the Bitcoin and made like $15,000 from buying acid when he was in college.
$15,000. I thought you were going to say something cool.
It might be more, but like he bought his wedding ring with that. I mean, pretty good.
Shout out to Saul, my friend Saul, who told me about Bitcoin early. And I was like... He told me about two things that I should have got in early on. One was Bitcoin, and the other was fidget spinners. Now, one of them is obviously more lucrative than the other, but when he explained to me what a fidget spinner was, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, people need to fidget. And he told me about it. He said, this thing called a fidget spinner. And I remember just being like, you're an idiot. And he's not an idiot, actually. He's very smart, but I just thought he was crackpot. And then it became a wave. And yeah, if I got in at the bottom of fidget spinners, I might be rich. And if I had actually listened to him and dumped some money into Bitcoin, and he laments that he sold too soon. He probably mined his Bitcoin and he used it to buy a house, and he's sad because he didn't get super rich. And there's a problem with being too early. As they say, pioneers get the arrows, settlers get the land. That's an old saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Put some bodies out in front of you so you can mop up afterwards, is what I say.
That's not a saying. Nobody says that ever.
Cannon fodder.
Hate this.
That's what I say. I didn't say
hate what's happening here. Just terrible. This is not what I wanted to see today. Not what I want. Did not want to look at a guy in a Guy Fawkes mask stumbling through a terrible. I mean, I think like maybe, if you brought something, I couldn't say anything to you. If you had some concrete kind of,
I got to run a show.
What's a run of show to you? What does that mean?
I mean, we've got to talk about Halloween.
Run of, what do we have to talk about Halloween for?
Well, here's what I was thinking. The true meaning of Halloween, we think it's like costumes, scaring people. Look, I need a little yes and from you.
You refuse a yes and me. I'm not going. You just lose.
I'll let yes
The
and.
true
Look,
meaning,
fidget spinners.
True meaning of Halloween.
I could go off about fidget spinners. Do you want me to go off about fidget spinners?
You had your chance a few sentences ago. Now you missed it.
We'll circle back to fidget spinners. Listen.
There's no need. Let's hear about the true meaning of Halloween, Charlie Brown.
Okay, listen to this. I think the true meaning of Halloween, like many things, is ultimately sex as an adult. As a kid, it's candy. So it all kind of goes back to base instincts. Kids don't understand sex, so candy is sort of their sex. It's like a quick fix. Sweet pick me up.
Kat, I'm sorry that you have to listen to this.
Sorry, Kat. I think for adults, Halloween is almost solely related to sex, and it has to do with either rejecting sex or trying to like attract it. There's this dichotomy I've noticed between sexy Halloween outfits and like not sexy Halloween outfits, and essentially when anybody dresses up, they're sort of either trying to look like scary or desexualize themselves. Desexualization, I think, is like this crayon costume, this banana costume, dressing up like like Tigger or something like that. I polled some of your employees. Miriam said that the Hamburglar was like a costume that she wore that she felt very desexualized in. Joker.
Wait.
Like,
Hold on.
What's up? I just want to talk to you about Halloween and sex.
You talked to Miriam in the marketing department about what costume she wears to desexualize herself? Is that what you said?
Well, that's not how I started the conversation.
From forthwith, henceforth, and forever, you are now banned from speaking to anyone in that room.
I think it was in
you don't know. You could step on a landmine out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm a crafty.
And it could end. You're not crafty.
I step lightly.
No, you step about as lightly as Bigfoot.
I have a good sense
There's
of
nothing
balance.
light about your steps. I don't think you do. That's the issue.
You'd be shocked.
I'm clearly. You're already in the weeds.
I'm not in the weeds. I did kung fu in 3rd grade.
You are henceforth and forthwith and forever banned from speaking, especially to Miriam in marketing.
I thought it was great insight.
Especially to any woman in the office. How about that? Let's just start there. Any woman in the office, except for Kat, you can talk to her because you guys have to do business. Don't talk to the women in the office.
Okay.
Because I would like to maintain ownership of my company.
You think I'm going to sexually harass your female employees?
I don't think you know the difference. You just talked about...
You think I already have sex?
You just talked about having sex with kids for candy for 10 minutes, and it's disgusting.
That's not what I was talking about.
You said it's easy to have sex with a kid if you give them candy. That's pretty much what you said. And I don't condone that kind of language, behavior, thought process, or anything. I don't think any of that is interesting, or I don't think it's... there's nothing...
What do you think the sexiest Halloween costume is?
I don't give a fuck about Halloween.
You're not a Halloween guy?
No.
That's okay.
Who cares? I don't have... If I have children, they can be little pumpkins. I'll say, look, here's your choice. You can either be a pumpkin, you can be a toothbrush, or you can be Frankenstein. I don't want to hear any of your fucking bullshit. You be one of those 3 things.
Okay.
And that's it. Choose the sword or the ball.
Just the classics.
Listen, Halloween is just, I don't understand it. I don't care. As an adult, I don't want to dress up. Once in a blue moon, I'll get a wild hair and go to a costume party and dress up. But like, it's like once every 5 years. I don't really have any interest in it. And I don't know why. You know, when I was younger, I don't think adults cared so much about dressing up for Halloween. Now I was going to say, it's part increasingly popular. Yeah, because our country we've been fucking infantilized, and we're just like, we're mentally just veal, and we don't have any like concept of like anything but like TGIF and dressing up like a hot Beetlejuice. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't look sexy. I don't really want to see a sexy costume. I don't care. I think everyone this year who dresses up like a nurse should be sent to a special party. They should all go to one party, and that party should be lined with dynamite.
So you want to kill the?
I didn't say I was going to kill anybody. I just said it would be lined with dynamite. So there's a nuclear option.
Mm-hmm. Why nurses specifically? Because that was when I told Jason, I didn't only talk to your female employees. Okay, I'm not that kind of guy. Jason did say nurse was what comes to mind.
I can't believe you were talking.
Do you think it's stolen valor, or like what's up?
But do you understand that, like, can I just
It's your podcast.
Can I break apart your joke?
Yeah.
Asking me if it's stolen valor to dress like a nurse on Halloween is not a great premise, because it's Halloween. You're supposed to dress as something that you are not. So there's no such concept of stolen valor on that day.
I guess.
You understand how that joke doesn't work?
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, getting too like rational about a joke is never that funny or anything.
No, the joke isn't funny. That's why I'm explaining to you why the joke doesn't work, and it's not funny. It's not about getting rational.
But I was trying to search you for a reason, perhaps, that you don't like nurse costumes.
I don't dislike. I don't care for Halloween that much. I mean,
you think nurse costume is basic? I get where you're coming from.
I didn't say. Yeah.
Listen, ultimately, I agree with you. We're here for fun, so I'm dressing up and everything.
I'm not here for fun. This is my job. This is how I pay.
Well, we're here to
my
entertain.
Rent. This is how I pay for my kids. It's through this podcast.
We're here to entertain the audience. So
guys, I'm going to tell everyone listening.
Yes.
I apologize not only to Kat, who has to share a room with me, and by proxy with this mongoloid. I'm apologizing to all of our fans who've been hanging in here for the past 3 years. This is officially 100% the worst show we have ever done and we will ever do. And sometimes you know, the forces come together in a way that's not beneficial to making a good show, and it's like the fire gets caught up in the whirlwind, and you have a fire tornado, and this one just happens to be a tornado that just swallowed up a sewer line. So we have a shit tornado here is what's happening. And I apologize because like I know that you guys don't care about our lives and what's going on in Jason's apartment and what's going on in my place, and like, you know, all the things that he's put inside his body through different entrances that should be exits. And like, you know, there's no saying what's really going on in people's lives and what makes them, what really motivates them to be who they are. And that's really not also your problem. Your problem is that you signed up on the Patreon. You want to have great content and you want to laugh and you want to go about your fucking day and you want to just not think about everything for a few minutes. If you're in your car right now, do not jerk the wheel as hard as you can to the right while you're doing 65 on the 101, unless that's something that you really need to do, but don't do it on my behalf. That's all I want to say.
Summer is over. We're in October and today it was hot. And that's why Mando is a year-round, full-body deodorant. Grundle folds, wrinkles, pits, tits, everything you can have on your body can have Mando applied to it, around it, over it, under it, and on top of it. Mando smells like a peach in the desert, smells like the rain in Fiji, smells like a pine grove with a smooth rosemary chicken recipe. Who knows? Sandalwood, Palo Santo. Clinically proven to control odor for 72 hours. Safe for the whole body. Pits, package, feet, and everywhere else in between. Stops odor before it starts. Available in 4 cologne quality scents. That's bourbon leather, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport, and Clover Woods. Guys, Mando is something that every person that comes on this show, when they come on the show, they smell it and they take one home. So we keep asking for more. It's a great scent. I'm wearing it right now. I get out of the shower. I get in the sauna. I do a little cold plunge. I get back in the shower again. I cover myself with Mando. Sometimes I Mando up before I do jiu-jitsu, so I don't want to smell, I don't want last night's dream scent on me. I don't want people to smell what I've been dreaming about. So especially if I'm wrestling with them, because if I'm wrestling with you and I have you in half guard and you smell my dreams, and you're going to realize that what I'm about to do is go neon belly. I'm going to go neon belly because you're giving me the reason why I go neon belly to you, Kevin, blue belt, because you're too fucking strong and you come in too hot. And I'm a purple belt and I don't come in that hot. You come in too hot and too aggro because you want to fucking take my back so bad. So I neon belly with you because you have too much energy and you're too strong. And that's how I do that. I do very mean things just to slow you down because I don't have the energy to fucking go. I can't fight you at your level because you're 15 years younger than me at least, and you have 200% more testosterone, and you're fucking strong as an ox. You're very buff. So what I do is I get past your guard somehow because it's hard to get past. It's really hard. And then I go neon belly. And then sometimes I do the over the shoulder pass, whatever the fuck the thing is called, where you have the leg over the shoulder and you pass. And then I work my fist into your gi and then press your knee into your neck and then choke you out with my own fist. And I do that not because I'm a sadist or because I want to hurt you, because I actually like you a lot. I do it because you have too much fucking energy. And I'm tired. I wake up tired. I don't wake up fucking ready to go full of energy. I wake up tired, okay? And sometimes I don't want to go to class and fight you because you're too fucking amped up. You have this crazy, your eyes are dilated. You have the oxygen flow going through your nostrils is more intense than mine. You're taking in all the H2O. All the oxygen. What is H2O? What's the oxygen? O2. You're taking all the O2. You've probably taken a blast of magic mind to really think about how you're going to trap me, and you're dying to get me. And and I'm also a stubborn son of a bitch, and I won't let you get me. So that's why I do neon belly, and that's why I wear a Mando before we wrestle, because I want you to not be able to smell my dream, because my dreams are now all about making sure that you don't get me. That's what I dream of, motherfucker. You're not going to get me. You hear me? I'm talking to you, Kevin. So when I pass your guard, and when I mad dog it or whatever the fuck it is, I don't even know. I don't retain the names. I just know the moves. When I try to weave past it, that always fails with you because you get your knee, your guard is up too high. But when I come around the side, I fake to the left, fake to the right, then I knee slide. I blast through the knee slide, even though you're holding onto my ankle. I blast right through by twisting and looking over my shoulder. I blast through because my knees are gigantic and powerful. And then I get you in half guard, and I get you over under, and I get you in half guard, and I'm just fucking grinding you with my shoulder, and then I go neon belly because I'm out of ideas, and I gotta slow you the fuck down. Not because I don't like you, not because I'm a sadist, and I know it sucks, but I have to do things to you to suck. Until you want to start wrestling me like a gentleman, but you're not going to do that until you beat me, and I'm not going to let you beat me. So it's going to be this fight until we die. Mando, full body deodorant, under the gi, under your neck, under your stomach, under your balls, bottom of your feet, behind the knees, on your thighs, butt cheeks, spine, cheeks, face cheeks, tip of the nose. Mando makes you smell great. Follow your dreams. Listen, guys, nothing matters. Everything is nothing. Nothing is everything. We're all one. We're all stardust. We're all moon dust. We're all part of 40,000 million year old exploding stars that end up making Doritos bags. Who the hell knows how it all works? I don't know. You know what I mean? What is it all? Nobody knows. Nobody has any answers. Just keep going. Grow some plants. Guys, Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream, tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping as a special offer for listeners. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off. That's almost half of your starter pack. Use code PTA at shopmando.com, shopmando.com. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. Mando Calrissian?
That's pretty good. Thank you, Mando.
What do you think about Mando Calrissian?
He already looks like he would smell good because he's kind of a gentleman. So I think he'd smell even better.
That would smell good.
Nice blue.
It's been a great show. It's been a great run. But actually, this is how, in the most mediocre fashion ever, how we are going to end the Powerful Truth Angel show. Today is the last day, officially. So I'll do the ad reads and I'll do them with gusto. And I'll read the fuck out of these ads. And I will sell the shit out of these products. But you can now blame Guy Fawkes over here for ending the most beautiful, inspiring show ever to grace anyone's ears and eyes. The best show, hands down, on television, radio, etc. It's just that only a few of us know about it, really. So I bid you farewell. Adieu? Is that a French?
That's French.
Goodbye. And all that good shit.
Listen, I think you're right, but you're going to be very surprised at the audience's reaction.
I will not be surprised at the audience's reaction to what is.
Well, you should be right. Listen, this should be one of the worst episodes.
This is one of the worst episodes we've ever done.
But this is what the people want.
This is not what the people want. This is what Jason wants.
Have you read the comments?
The people don't want this.
Have you read the comments?
Yeah, I read them every night. Every night I tuck myself in. I go on the Discord. I'm there. They think I'm not there, but I am there. I read everything. I ingest it. I think about it. I mull over. I meditate on it. This is not what they want.
They say, give us Alex and Jason.
They don't want it. Nobody wants this.
Give us the solo Alex.
You would like it. I would not like it. It's terrifying, and I'm trying to find the words to how I feel about this.
I think
it's consistently like I
thought you were a little tired.
What?
I thought you were a little tired.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you just seem a little tired.
You just keep coming back to that. What are you getting at?
Well, I'm trying to pick up some of the slack. You seemed a little bit tired today.
How would you know I was tired before I even got here?
I talked to Kat. She didn't say explicitly.
Kat doesn't know that I'm tired.
Implicitly.
Kat didn't imply anything. Kat had no idea what kind of state I was in.
No, implicitly, you were like, it's going to be tough to podcast today. I said,
no,
okay.
I said, is there any way out of this? What's up, Darius? Please. Darius, please. Anything. Come in. No, we're not rolling. Just come in, please. Let's talk business. We're not rolling. Just come on in. Talk to me. Get me out of this. Look at what I'm sitting next to.
You are on camera right now.
Was he out there talking? He was out there talking to Miriam? This guy.
You consent to be recorded right now.
If you see him talking to anyone, tell Ricky to tackle him. If I'm not here. He's not allowed to talk to anyone in this office. He got it's just green light.
I was polling some employees about Halloween costumes.
Don't talk to them. Don't talk to the employees.
It's turned into an issue.
What do you got, Darius? What's on your mind?
Darius, can you grab that mic?
We're not rolling. We're not hot. What do you want to talk about? What is it? Who is it? We'll beep it. We'll beep this. Make sure you beep this. He'll beep it. If he doesn't beep it, I'll literally break his fingers.
It'd be a real fuck up if I didn't beep it.
Who is it? Talk to me.
Do you want me to leave the room?
No. You don't have to leave the room.
All right, fine.
What are we talking about, Jason?
Halloween. For now. Halloween.
Which part of this is a costume?
None of that. He's not wearing it.
No, this is what I believe in. I believe in Web 5.0. I believe in the future. We're going to talk about Tesla bot, AI.
We're talking about Tesla bot?
We Robot.
What?
We Robot.
We Robot?
Elon Musk's We Robot event.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
2 Chainz talk to a robot.
Yeah, we're in the future, guys. So, listen, there's AI platforms that I'm subscribed to that are literally going to, I don't know, in 6 to 18 months, destroy the art department. My art department is going to be a guy who can write a sentence. It's crazy.
To tell you the truth,
everything's going to get so crazy that it's going to go back to the guys are going to make all the money are dudes that can whittle because, or even now, that's going to be completely
I've been having a minor existential crisis for the past month since I discovered that AI would probably take my job. Sorry, there it is. Because this editing, the cross-cutting between cameras and stuff is very, very easy to replicate with AI.
That's how they do. That's how Giuliano does it. Sydney just does it through AI in Premiere.
That's how they should. I don't know why I'm still being paid for like one of the podcasts I'm working on to mostly just camera switch.
Sydney does it. Yeah, Sydney owns the studio that they podcast in.
Yeah, Giuliano's got a podcast empire.
Yeah, but she cuts it with AI.
Yeah. No, that's where it's going.
They cut their episode an hour from when they recorded it. It was crazy.
So I have it like, there's basically no reason for my current phase of my job to exist. So I'm like, I got to figure out how to do what I really wanted to be doing, which is not editing and like actually producing stuff, which is why I'm on camera today.
Do you know that producing, the producers aren't in front of the camera?
Yeah, most of the time. But these days they've got they often have the GoPro to switch to at least. And then sometimes they'll even be on the camera, especially for
here's the thing
once
that
every
annoys
couple
me
of
is
years.
that you don't call me or text me and say, hey, I really want to make a push to be on camera. You just write yourself into the show. And I find that very annoying because I just, as a way of communication, I find that annoying because I feel like it's very, I feel like it's dishonest to a degree.
Backhanded.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to be on the show, you should call me and say like, hey, can I have a segment on the show? I probably would say yes. But instead you do this weird thing where you're like, you like just kind of like ooze into the show. And I'm like, I didn't invite you in here.
Well, I've got news. I've been on the show for a long time.
You've been what?
I've been on the show for a long time.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that you try to insert yourself in without talking to me about it, which you should discuss it with me as it is my show.
Well, but you try to insert me without talking to me about it as well.
You're dying to be on it. What are you talking about? I'm not trying to insert you into anything. I don't ask you. I ask you a question when it happens organically, but you're trying to develop yourself as a camera, an on-camera presence on the show, an on-mic presence, and that is okay. You're missing the point of what I'm saying. I'm okay with it, but
You just want me to tell you.
But I would like to have a discussion. I don't want it to be a thing where like all of a sudden you're like, oh, look who's on the show. Like, that I find that highly annoying.
Okay, it's cute. I get it.
It's not cute.
Well, I'm being cute about it in an annoying way.
You're being facetious.
Facetious.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's also like, it's easier just to be like, hey, can I come on? And I'd be like, yeah, we'll do 15 minutes and we'll have you come on and we'll talk, instead of like you putting on a mask and like wearing sunglasses and like doing a really kind of like hack contrived bit to like, instead you can just come on here. It's not Halloween yet.
No, this is the closest we have to the Halloween episode.
Why? We don't have anything
timing wise. One Halloween weekend, but it'll be like kind of after Halloween. So I figured this was the.
I mean, again, like I didn't have any. It's.
I did mostly talk to Kat today. I liaised through Kat because it did seem like you had a lot to deal with or whatever.
I didn't. I was just trying to get out of doing the show, and then you guys said I had to read ads, so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll come in and read some fucking ads.
That's what we're doing.
Which I, happily would have finished my day at home. Today.
Oh,
I would have. It would have been nice. That's not your fault. We have to do ads. I mean, I gotta listen. Someone's gotta. This is how we keep you in Del Taco.
We're pretty obligated. Yeah, I mean, look.
How many ads are there? 3.
There's 2 ads.
So you printed this one out again.
I've got 2.
Jason,
one for you, one for me. I was going to distribute these.
I cannot read this. You know this about me. I don't.
That one I'll deal with the actual reading points.
But I can't read this.
Yeah, but.
I think it'd be important if I could read this. Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying? What I'm saying to you is that print this out at a size that I can read.
They liked to read last time, though. You didn't need to read it.
What?
They liked to read last time.
I would like to be able to read
next
this.
time
I can say this again. I wish I could speak German to you. I would like to be able to read this.
I'll get you a huge.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be funny about it and give me a grandparent side. I can't read. Can you read this tiny type? I can't. It's too small for me.
It's very small.
Okay, you can't read it either. So
Not
I'm
from
not
this distance.
I'm not just a special kind of jerk here.
No, you're right.
So I would love it if this was printed out at a size I could read. That way, when I'm doing my ad, I can be a little more informed.
Noted.
And I can hit the key points that they want me to hit.
Noted.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you hit them. You hit the points.
But I would like to read this.
Copy that.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, Just give me the thing I need if I ask for it. And don't tell me that I don't need it.
Copy.
You know what I mean?
Copy
It's
that.
easier for me. I need to have a holistic view of what the fuck is going on here.
No, I'm just being slightly cheeky with you because I'm on mic, but usually I have a can-do attitude, I would say.
No one's questioning your can-do attitude. That's not a your attitude, your can-do attitude.
Those are my words. Someone's described me that way before.
Yeah, you get it done. I would like some clips for the show. I don't know how.
The clips is terrible. That's. Yeah.
I mean, I don't like. Well, how are we going to like? Here's the thing. We talk about the show and all these things. Like, there's no world where the show gets any traction if there isn't something extra being done. I can't do it. I can't cut clips.
No, we need to get the clips. We have this conversation every couple weeks. At this point, it's probably like I do need to hire someone because I'm just not finding the time. And I've been stalled out a little bit. I don't know.
But again, like, we're doing the show. It's excruciating every week. We should have a clip to show. I get a clip every like 3 or 4 shows. Maybe I get 1 clip. Like, we should have 3 clips to show.
I try to do one clip a show
of the high level moments. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
But you agree, yeah, and then nothing happens. So what's the answer here?
Well, because I need the money, so I was going to try to fit it in. I'm not really managing.
But I've talked to you and told you that we can free up, like, I'll give you my end of the money to do this. Like, I've said this to you 16,000 times. And
no, I know. I need the money, so I agreed to do the clips. I was like, if I don't have time to do them, I'll bring someone else on. And I didn't really
all these things you're saying result in me getting no clips.
Well, until I bring a person on.
You've been mumbling that for months. I mean, it's been going on forever. Like, it's almost like, do you want to move this thing out of the position it's in a little bit for your sake? Because, like, this is a big part of your tent pole of podcasting. I think this one is like kind of like the figurehead, like the thing that launched you as a podcast producer. Yeah, so like it would probably benefit you. I would like it. I think it'd be great if we got more traction, but it would benefit you even more, I believe. So what that is like, putting some fucking elbow grease in and figuring it the fuck out. Like, that's what people do in these positions when they want to move things forward, when they want to push the ball a little further down. You know what I mean? You fucking bite the bullet and you set a thing and you say, I'm going to get this thing done by this time, no matter what. No matter who's calling by Friday. And you know what? I guarantee you AI can fucking cut clips out. And I guarantee you that cutting a clip out of the show is fucking handle, cut, and then drop it in a program to put the fucking subtitles on. It's like literally just identifying the clip and cutting it out. You don't even have to edit it. It could just be like a fucking one take.
Yeah, I just want to make it pop and match the style we've
or not, or make a clip, or just say fuck it. I'd rather have a clip that is interesting than nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey everyone, we did have a mid-show production meeting where things got a little intense. Things kind of just spiraled into it. If you want to catch the whole thing, go to the Patreon. Things got a little bit.
Put this in, Jason. If you want to edit clips from if you love watching the show and you're an editor or you have some cursory knowledge of fucking PTA and you want to watch the show early and pull 3 to 5 clips every 2 weeks, we'll pay you a little bit of money. DM us. It's nothing. It's going to take maybe an hour a month. Do you have time? Because he doesn't.
Do that. Be my backup. Thank you. And go to patreon.com/Powerful Truth Angels. What do you think about the Tesla robots? Did you actually see that shit? Or,
listen, all of this stuff. We are entering a quantum shift in technology, and it's not, you don't have to be a futurist or a scientist to understand what's happening right now. What's happening is like, we are very quickly going to see an exponential shift in how everything works. And what that means is like, you have AI, okay? High powered AI, right?
Yes.
You have robots. The technology is there to where the robots exist now. So if they exist, just like cars did, most likely they're going to start evolving. Okay. The AI is really powerful right now.
And like those robots are run on the AI. So the conversation that you have with it is like an AI conversation.
Yeah. And the AI is in everything. Every program I own on Adobe, everything has AI in it. My fucking Instagram has an AI that can put me
it gives you its own prompts. It can make me a medieval fucking elf or something, right? Which is like, okay, I took my picture. So all that shit's there right now today.
Yes.
2 years from now, 3 years from now, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to like Siri, go on the internet and make me a photo collage. Actually, no, Siri, go on the internet and make me a music video of a clown rapping about dysfunctional geckos in Fiji that have no money for school because what they really want to do is become paragliders and they dream also of becoming cellists. And you'll be able to say that to Siri and Siri will send you back a video in 3 seconds. Like, and also if that's going to somehow link to the AI, which is linked to the fucking robots, we're entering a world where like also you'll be able to make AI create programs. Make me a copy of Twitch of, and the AI will be able to do that. I just saw a thing on this.
It's like a whole franchise that you can just make immediately yourself.
That's right. So by that token, money, if anyone can do anything, then money will no longer be real. Money will become completely devalued on a global scale, right? If anyone can create, the reason why is like if anyone can create fucking TikTok, right?
Which apparently they can. The Google CEO said something like you're going to be able to just tell an AI to make TikTok.
That's what I'm going off of.
Filled with content.
And you can say to it, go make this go viral, so it can figure out how to go viral because it's not that fucking hard. You just do a bunch of dumbass shit, you go viral.
Right.
Okay, there's that. And then if you can manufacture the viral moments in AI, so you don't have to go around and hand out. There's a guy on Instagram I follow who has, he goes around and he hands out money to people and he just pretends to be very charitable and he's in the South and it's just crazy. It's like fucking charity. It's like fucking poverty porn shit. And he just like hands out $100 bills to people and over tips. And like, you'll be able to have an AI that can do that for you. Right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so then you don't even have to go out and do that. So you can create viral moments with the AI. You can attach yourself to somehow making money off of that. So money becomes devalued if anyone can do it. And right now, almost anyone really, like if I decided to be like Dr. Chicken and every day I went out with a rotisserie chicken and was like, I'm Dr. Chicken and like threw the chicken against the wall, I probably would go viral. Yeah. Probably just that alone would like, probably if I did it every day,
solid 100,000. I could
go mini viral. And from that, I could build out a whole other thing if I evolved it. Right. So it's pretty fucking easy to just do, make some fucking brain rot. So I feel like digitally, if anyone can make money digitally at some point, anybody, you can build the program and build the content, fake content, and then teach the AI to make it go viral. Then what the fuck's the point?
Well, so the theory is what the labor is no value, so then the money is no value because it's
the money. And if anyone can make money, then it doesn't have value because everyone can't make it right now.
Right.
And maybe it goes back to like who's gonna make money? Motherfuckers who can build a house. Those people are still gonna need money
for sure
until they automate that. Like there's all You gotta stop. You gotta stop automating shit. I think that Ted Kaczynski was right the fuck on. He was right.
Yeah, I mean, my concern is more that we're just not adapted like evolutionarily for any of this shit. Like,
no, it's gone past us already.
We're supposed to be living in a village. Like that's our body is constructed to live with a bunch of apes in a cave still, and we're like doing all this crazy super complicated stuff.
I can't defend myself against it. I can't defend myself against what's on Instagram, the algorithm. That's why I turn it off with that.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
Some nights I forget, but some nights I don't. If I'm trying to sit down and work, I turn off Instagram with the brick.
That's good.
And it means I have to go in the other room and tap the fridge to turn it back on. So that's a barrier.
I got sick of all those apps a long time ago myself. One Direction. Do you see that guy fell off?
Fell off of
which is similar to the way that Sophie died. The
pop star.
Hyper pop star. She was trying to look at the moon in Greece.
Oh, that's how she died?
Beautiful ending. Really fitting for her
great
image.
Way to die. He killed himself, but she was looking at the moon.
Yeah, she was trying to like look at the moon wistfully.
Off of a building probably is not so bad. Like you have a nanosecond of pain and it's lights out.
Yeah.
You fall on your head.
Hopefully. I mean, they said there was hemorrhaging or something, so he might have been kind of.
Yeah, but I feel like your brain gets flooded with adrenaline or whatever the fuck it is. Like
DMT.
Whatever that drug is. Yeah, DMT.
What do you think he was seeing? Simon Cowell?
No idea. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know what. I know One Direction is a band.
They're like a Simon Cowell group from the X Factor.
Got talent kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know anything about him. I think that he was obviously he was miserable. It just, it's always surprising when someone in that position, he's in Argentina with a woman and, she's making a joke and, his last Snapchat. And it's obvious that
It's interesting that people have everything that everyone else wants and then they still kill themselves.
But it seems like especially the people who have everything people want.
Not especially. I think
A lot of the time, though.
we just don't know about everyone else. There's a lot of people who are just miserable and kill themselves. But like, it's interesting when someone who's famous. I think it's a very interesting way to die as a famous person, and I respect the move. I respect it.
Apparently, he was losing his mind too. Like he was trashing the hotel room, and they tried to call the cops on him. He was like tearing the hotel apart.
Oh, I wonder what the toxicology will say.
We'll have to see.
A tragic ending to what I'm sure was a beautiful career.
Everyone who was my age in high school and a boy wanted to see them die the whole time. So it's kind of ironic and unfortunate that he did end up dying because Jonas Brothers, One Direction got a lot of death threats from males my age. But when it actually happens, you don't want to see it.
Death threats.
It's sad.
So many incels are like thrilled that he's dead because he's cute.
Yeah, Justin Bieber, are you fucking kidding me? This fucking music, or wonder, people.
What's that? What do you
just like I come from the metal community, and they were always like,
fucking
Lil Wayne.
I will say this: it is refreshing to see someone from the metal community.
Oh yeah, there aren't too many people left.
There's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of metalheads. When I was a child,
I wish I was a child in the 80s.
I was a child in the 80s. So like metal was everything.
I know.
Metal ruled everything. It was like rap's just started. Metalheads had no idea what was coming for them. They had no idea. Like, and I remember too listening to rap and being like, "Damn, shit's fucking great." And I remember talking to my dad about it. He's like, "Yeah, it won't last." And I was like, "Okay." And it basically took over the entire world. And metalheads ruled everything. These guys were touring the fucking planet in jumbo jets, having sex with 12-year-olds like nothing.
But they flew too high. It only lasted about 10 years, and then they were done.
Did it? Was it a 10-year run?
Nirvana came in and just.
Oh yeah, Nirvana. But even grunge was like a whole other wave of of rock music.
That lasted about 10 years too. 10-year cycle, but hip hop has lasted what, 30 years? I mean,
yeah,
40
but
years.
It's all going away. It's
apparently,
like now,
according to the producer who we podcasted with,
according to me,
and according to you, of course.
I have a theory. I've said it many times. There's a cyclical pendulum swing of culture in America, and it swings. In the 80s was a very white era. That's heavy metal. That's jocks. That's preppies. The 90s was very black hip hop. And in the thousands was mostly owned by worldwide by rap. Now it's all up in the air. You have corridos coming in. You have fucking now kids are, instead of rapping, are doing like emo fucking metal type shit, doing hardcore. Like I think there will be a time in the future when they're like, do you know that rap was invented by black people?
Oh, they're
gonna say that. They're gonna be like,
did you know I don't.
And they're gonna go, did you know that skateboarding was actually a white sport? And they're gonna be like, no, I don't believe you.
That's true.
I mean, actually, I don't think
use a little bit of reverse cultural appropriation, because everything did come from black people and gay people for the most part.
Not skateboarding.
American culture. Not skateboarding.
No.
But,
Oh, look, there's a
country music.
Tiny person in here. Come here, give me that. This is refreshing. I need a refresher. Did you get a haircut, buddy? Listen, don't cry.
We have a baby Elvis on the podcast
Elvis?
here.
You can't cry if you're going to come on the show. You got to be a big boy.
We were our first baby on the podcast.
He doesn't want it.
Oh,
don't get
Elvis.
Jason. He's
you remember me. Elvis loves me. You don't know.
Jason raised Elvis.
Jason.
We make a lot of eye contact
What's up, Elvis?
on the other podcasts that I shouldn't be working on.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
What are y'all talking about?
We had a production meeting midair. The two-tone really got in my head about clips. I took my costume off.
What's up,
Steak's
Steak?
here too. But now we're back to doing a great conversation.
He was wearing a Guy Fawkes mask and mumbling, and it just got me so incensed that I just started. I went in on him for a bit and asked him why there's no clips.
It's too
But
goofy.
it's great. It's great. It's great radio. No.
Is it not?
Yeah.
They're very time consuming.
He's more of a costume guy. If you want clips, you go somewhere else. If you want costumes, he's got you.
I'm pivoting to exclusive on-air producing. That's what we kind of concluded.
He does this. This is what really incensed me today. He does this thing where
We gotta get you a mic.
he puts himself into the show, but he doesn't ask me to be on the show. And I'm like, hey, just come to me, and I'm reasonable. Say like, hey, I want to do a segment. But instead of doing a segment, he just like inserts himself into the show, and it makes me crazy. What do you got, bud?
That's what
He disagrees.
did.
He's looking
just
out
did
for me.
The same thing.
He's holding the bike.
He said, but Alex, you've done that to Jason many times.
I
and
swear
it's just payback.
It's not payback. It doesn't work that way.
It's just
the
karma.
river flows one way.
It's true, and I'm not trying to say Alex
how
isn't the
big
boss here and
Look how big this
the
ball
host of the show.
He's not trying to say that I'm not the boss and the host of the show.
I might do my hijinks, but it's all in good humor. I'm not trying to hijack
Listen,
your brand, your show.
Elvis, no one can ever debate Jason's allegiance to podcast into our Elvis. I'm talking to you, Elvis.
Come on, Elvis.
Elvis, I'm right here.
Right here.
Keep with me. No one can doubt Jason's allegiance to the art of podcasting, to the show itself. But what I will say is that sometimes the hijinks, even though they're done in good faith, don't really land with me, and I find them to be more repulsive than funny, and I can't laugh because inside I'm dying. Do you know what I'm saying, Elvis?
He understands, but I do.
He does understand.
I think he thinks
He's just look at it. He's really tracking me. He's really maintaining eye contact. This is insane.
he's watched PTA his entire life. He does love when you get pissed off.
Into the mic.
He's watched this show. Can you imagine a baby watching PTA?
And it's interesting you say that because Kat and I were just having a conversation about Vince McMahon before this and how he's sort of a puppet master and how he's very in tune with what his audience wants.
That's a pale leg.
And it's a pale leg. I spend a lot of time inside and I'm white. And it's just, well, it's interesting that you bring up that it's like, yeah, the audience likes to see Two-Tone get pissed off. And I don't try to piss him off to the point where I'm going to ruin his day. But let's just say sometimes I throw in a little bit of a curveball to make you pissed off in a jovial, fun way.
When I hit him, when I throw a curveveball back at him,
I can't take it.
He cannot handle it.
There has been a long issue where I can dish it, but I can't take it. And I think it comes from people people never criticize me or like I didn't get as bullied as much as you think I would get bullied as a kid. So like for whatever reason,
protective parents, right?
I didn't know how to navigate situations well.
A person that was ground into a fine paste as a child, into just mere dust.
I wasn't. That's what I was saying.
It builds character. It makes you. First, it drives you crazy for about 30 years and sends you on a collision course with death. But then if you can get out of that road, if you get back on, you become more powerful and strong than anyone could ever imagine. Right, Elvis?
That's why we bully him.
Yeah, that's why we bully Elvis.
Elvis, dumbass haircut.
Listen, you little shit. Where did you get that stupid fucking haircut? Huh?
Why did you leave the rat tail?
Yeah. Oh, you left a rat tail? Oh, who you think you're Maddie Matheson? Oh, I'm gonna have a cooking show. Oh, look at me, I'm Elvis. I'm cooking.
You're gonna cook some hot dogs.
Cooking a little grilled cheese.
Cook some hot dogs.
Baby grilled cheese. Little tiny hot dog. Oh yeah, a little hot dog. Oh, look at me. I'm a baby. I'm a baby with a gigantic foot. I'm a huge baby. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, I just learned how to walk. Well, look at me. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, we gotta go.
Get out of here. Where are you guys going?
Oh.
No, he's on the show.
He doesn't want to let go of the mic. So what else y'all been talking about?
We were just going to talk about
my ad reads.
He's just trying to do ad reads.
What product you got?
Magic Mind.
What's Magic Mind?
Magic Mind is this drink that
have you given that to me before?
Yeah, I've marched it out there.
Yeah, I've had that. It's good.
He likes it. Does it get you going?
Yeah, it's.
Does it rev you up?
It feels like it has B12 in it. I don't know the ingredients, but
it does have that kind of property.
Is everything good for you?
Can we hear him?
Nothing that's gonna. Yeah. Just make sure the mic's in your face. But yeah. Has everything good in it? Nothing that's gonna make you jittery, crash later.
No, you will never crash if you take Magic Mind.
I mean, I think some of my best designs come after I drink Magic Mind.
Your best designs come?
Yeah, my best cum designs happen after.
Now we're talking, design. Baby. Let's go. We're back. Now we can start the show.
But it will, I mean, I don't want to be like.
Can you imagine if his first
too nasty
on the show?
We can only hope.
Did you taste it?
Can you say booger?
You say that stuff jokingly, but if you have a bunch of chemicals and stuff in you before you participate in sexual activities, then stuff can taste kind of weird. Magic Mind's got all natural ingredients.
You're doing my ad reads
in
now?
That hat? You're gonna try to do an ad read.
I'm trying to help out.
I'll do the ad reads.
I'm trying to help out today.
This is my forte.
This one's not a read though. We have to just organically talk about it. Which
Elvis,
we were.
Elvis, listen. You're gonna get older. Let me paint a picture for you. You and me. No. Right here, Elvis.
Right here. You're going to get older, okay? And what's going to happen is right now you're a baby, so you only have pure things inside you. There's only good things inside you, only good thoughts, only beautiful things happening to you. As you get older, you accumulate bad thoughts. You accumulate debris and detritus that enters into your soul, and you carry it around, and it's following you around, and you just want to get ahead of it, and you just want to kind of sometimes just you want to sprint, you want to run as fast as you can, you want to be top notch, you want to be a top flight motherfucker, you want to run with the wolves, and sometimes a cup of coffee, Elvis, I'm talking to you, a cup of coffee won't do it. Elvis, I'm right here. Sometimes you can't have the coffee, you can't have a matcha with a shot, you can't have a smoothie. You need something better. You need something that's going to give you a smooth ascent into the air so you can fly. Elvis, so you can fly with the eagles. You see what I'm saying?
Fly.
You got to soar with the eagles. And let me tell you something. Would you rather have a mind that's tragic, or would you have a mind that's magic, Elvis? You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? Magic mind.
Magic mind.
It's a shot in a little cup. Okay. It's
it.
totally
That's,
healthy.
Yeah, that stuff's great.
Magic mind.
I've given it to him.
One day,
He loves it.
oh, sorry, not one day. Yesterday, you had a Magic Mind and you grew 2 inches. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Magic Mind is a product that I endorse. Also endorses the show, and it pays for the show, and it pays for Jason to not make clips. I'll tell you another thing. If Jason sat down with a 6-pack of Magic Mind and opened up Premiere and turned on the AI for once in his life,
Clips all day.
He'd probably shit out 40 clips. We go viral all the time. But instead, what he does is he deliberates. He does God knows what. He says he's working. He's playing World of Warcraft. He's playing World of Warcraft.
Warhammer.
He could be soaring with the
Warhammer,
fucking
correct.
eagles. Elvis. When you end up being whatever version of SoundCloud rapper is, right? When you're about 14 and you know, your dad, oh, he likes that.
Delicious.
And your dad's like, hey, son, as long as you don't set any people on fire, I won't be angry with you. And you're a SoundCloud. It's expected. It's like an elective in
His
junior
haircut,
high.
he's definitely gonna be a SoundCloud.
He's gonna sound whatever the new version of
Yeah.
SoundCloud is. It'll be like, you know, who knows? I don't know. I can't call that
AI orchestrator, composer.
AI. You'll be an AI composer. Do you guys? Sorry to segue. Do you know that there's a thing called Notch that Rory was telling me about, where it's like visual DJing. They do it live, and they're just like literally like applying at shows now. They're applying like filters to you, like they run a camera and they're applying filters and different things live and mixing them together. And I was like, I always thought this was going to happen. Of course, everything that you think is going to happen is now going to happen in spades.
So it's visualizing
No,
DJ.
Magic
Visualize
What that makes me think of
visualizer
is,
DJ?
and this is kind of like a graffiti question. Have you ever done like a live paint sesh where you're like on a stage doing a piece?
I would never.
That's kind of like what that sounds like it used to be. You know, when you'd have people do that. People do that.
People do that. Unfortunately, yeah, you should never do that.
So AI,
Everyone's been roped.
orchestrating.
I've gotten roped in. I did paint a car at a convention once. They
you
hired me. It was at a time when I was like, I need $500, and like it means a lot, you know. And that there was a time. Listen, that's a part of everyone's life. There's a part where you work really hard, for like a $500 check, and you're like, I fucking did it, and that's life. And that's why Magic Mind comes into play, because after a long
Did you take
day,
a Magic Mind before you did that?
no, I didn't, because that was in the past. It
would've
didn't
made
even exist yet.
$1,000
I would have gotten
access.
rich. I would have painted 6 cars. Magic Mind.
And let me
Make
tell
your
you,
mind
the reason I don't
Magic
have
Mind. Magic Mind is a drink that you put inside of a drink, and you drink it when you drink it. And it makes you better, and you think it when you think it, and you're drinking. Okay, Magic Mind. Magic Mind. Elvis, you're something else, man. I got to tell you, you're the future. You're right here. You're the next president of the world, and you're entering a great time because you're gonna have sex with robots, dude.
Yeah, you are.
You're going to fuck the shit out of robots. They're gonna fuck you. They're gonna fuck you. You're gonna
robots.
fuck them. It's gonna be crazy. Yes, it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna get a robot pregnant, and that's gonna be weird.
Mental performance shot.
Magic Mind.
Magic Mind.
Get a robot pregnant with Elvis.
Magic Mind.
He knows how to hold the mics, I swear. Elvis, can you talk? Yeah, you know. Exactly.
Where are you going?
No,
Oh.
just going home.
Talk.
How was the thing last night? How was Stav's movie?
The movie was all right. We went to me and Elvis and my wife went to.
My
Elvis
wife.
didn't really go, but we went to see Stavros's new cult movie.
Mm-hmm.
There were some really funny parts to it.
Stavros Halkias, famous podcaster.
What did he
comedian.
have to do with it? Did he write it, direct it, or was he a star?
He starred in. He helped write it. I don't think directed, but I guess it was a short they made, and then it got picked up to be a full film.
Just to be clear, I've never heard of Stavros Halkias or Adam Freeland or Nick Mullen ever. I've never heard of them. I don't even know what they do. Just so we're
I
clear.
just go to every movie.
I've never heard of them or what they do, or it doesn't influence me in any way. I don't listen to any of that stuff.
Ugh.
No way.
I can't stop listening to it.
I mean, the movie was fine. You don't need to go see it. It was funny. There was funny
I don't
parts.
need to go see it.
It felt like it was 4 hours long. It turned out that it was 89 minutes.
I gotta say that I unhealthily listen to that show to the point where I'm one of their I'm one of their retarded fans.
Yeah, and I'm such an idiot because we were talking about so much. I meant to take him a Ravens hat.
Oh my god!
It would have been so.
He was there for a Q&A?
He was just hanging out. It was but he did a Q&A thing. He was funny. It was just he was hilarious.
Do you watch Tires?
Yeah, it was actually kind of like an hour and a half of Tires.
A little loose. Yeah, but it's so fun to watch them that I don't care.
He was the only funny part. He was really funny.
Him and what's his face?
There's a guy called Tyler that was funny.
The lead on what's the lead on Tires?
Shane Gillis?
They're like the only funny guys left, right?
Yeah.
There's no one else. Is anyone else funny?
No, that's funny because last night we enjoyed Stavros so much. My wife was like, we should go to a comedy show. And so I started looking up the next month, 2 months, 3 months of comedy shows. God, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's like, no.
Well, historically I hate comedy. Every time I go to a show, I just sit there because I'm like, it's never funny, except for Bobby Lee is very funny.
Bobby Lee, I listened to that show for the first time.
Cheetah Santino is obviously very funny. Those guys are funny.
Yeah.
Shane and somebody, but there's very few people because most comedians go up there and everyone's drunk and people just want to laugh so bad that they can do anything. I'm minimizing what they do. I know that there's a craft and everything, but for me personally, I don't find it funny.
How do you get into Sam Hyde?
How do you get into it?
Yeah, because because you can't find the shows anywhere or anything.
Just viral clips of $1 Million Extreme, and then you go on YouTube.
I mean, that's dangerous, Terry. You can't talk about Sam Hyde.
Yeah, he's very
he's
canceled.
polar. It's a very
Well, I know he loves him.
yeah. He's definitely obsessed with him.
Sam Hyde. Me?
Yeah.
No. I think he's very funny, and he was one of the last really funny people. But right now he's kind of curmudgeonly. Every time I see a clip of his podcast, and look, I know people who know him or whatever, and no disrespect, I respect what he does, just like you respect the stand-up comedians and everything. Everybody's got to run a podcast, and it's not easy to do every week, multiple times. But all he talks about is serious shit on there now, and kind of just complains about the state of the world.
He's going Alex Jones mode.
Very curmudgeonly. He just bitches about woke.
Well, see, that's the thing is everyone, because I like the guys you just talked about. I'm like, people always suggest Sam Hyde to me, but I'm like, I don't understand that part of the internet.
Look up $1 Million Extreme. That stuff is very funny.
Right.
I think. But yeah, no, I mean, I think most comedians just try too hard in a way that I don't find funny. I agree with you guys about stand-up, and I think that those guys who have less of a filter
We've lost We've already lost
to take every opportunity. That's the podcast. It's fine.
You guys, I have no opinion on anything.
All right, let's go.
Thank you, Elvis and Jason Wright.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna go get some Magic Mine.
Guys,
And
so there is something to read on this.
One thing.
Oh, so there is something I need to read on this, Jason. So why the fuck are you giving me shit when I ask you to make this at a size that I can read, and you say I don't have to read anything, then you say there is something I have to fucking read, and you know what, I can't read it because it's too small because I don't have a fucking magnifying glass. What am I supposed to do? It's crazy.
I was gonna read it for you. I get it. I was gonna read it for you. I was gonna read that part. I was about to ask. Do you want me to read, or do you want to read it?
I can't read this. Okay, guys, I can't. I literally can't read it because it's too small. No. I'm gonna work through this. Here we go, Jason. This is what you. They have a limited offer you can use now that gets you up to 40% off with your first subscription, or 20% off one-time purchases with code PTA at checkout. You can claim it at
magicmind.com/PTA.
It's just crazy.